Shakur Stevenson is a first-class fighter, and I don't think it's going to make any difference that he give his title up because of weight difference. He just go to the next division and win that title as well.
People wanted this young, talented, brilliant talent, brilliant defensive fighter, brilliant guy at controlling range, Olympic silver medalist, quick hands, technically solid. He finally satisfied the critics, and he mixed offense with the defense.
Terrence, you're here for your little brother this week, in Shakur Stevenson. I've interviewed both of you for years, and you really have kind of built a relationship that a lot of people know about, and some people maybe don't. How good is Shakur Stevenson in your opinion?
He's not good, he's great. You know, Shakur got all the tools and all the abilities to do bigger and better things than me, and that's what I'm hoping for him to do.
Boxing legends believe Shakur Stevenson may be nearly unbeatable as he combines elite-level skill with rare composure inside the ring.
He stood his ground, and he punched, and he still got the better of it with the sweet science, being defensively responsible, but without having to be less entertaining. He was more entertaining. He satisfied people. He made people, they said, that's what we wanted in Shakur. And they got.
Andre Ward has openly praised Shakur Stevenson's talent, stating that his potential in boxing is enormous. Ward described Stevenson as a true student of the game, constantly learning, highly disciplined, and fully committed to his craft.
I think he had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man, you know. You also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we on the outside, you know. But I think he put on a tremendous performance, and obviously, you know, the level he's at, you always look for things he could do better, you know.
What did you see from the outside that he might?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, like I think it was a lot of body work and stuff like that. He could have touched on, but again, he's in there, you know. So he's seeing stuff, he's feeling the punches. We not, so you got to trust what he's seeing.
Teofimo just couldn't get going.
He put on well, he tried to get going. He just wasn't allowed to. So it's just the distance and range that Shakur has just perfected throughout the years, and then making him pay when he does that discourages him to not want to punch anymore. And I think he was out of answers in the first round. Honestly, I think he didn't really have any answers. When Teo starts doing little certain things with his hands and starts playing the clown game, he out of answers. He's down to just one shot. So Shakur just stayed focused, stayed locked in. And, you know, was at 4 divisions now? 26, 30, 35, 40.
Ward added, "We still don't know how great Shakur can become because he's continuing to develop and hasn't yet faced every elite-level opponent available."
Not done yet, you know. It's not done yet. He's a great for sure. How great, we gonna see. You know, he got a lot. He can box as long as he wants to box because he don't take punishment, and he's a master boxer. You know what I mean? So, just excited for him, man. Happy for him, man. You know, it's hard for me to see my brothers fight when I'm not fighting. That's harder to me than to actually fight because I can't help him. So I'm just happy it's over, man. I'm happy he got the win and get home to them babies, get that check.
Last one from me. He's in there in the ring with Conor Ben. Do you like that fight for sure?
Absolutely, yeah.
How do you think that one goes?
Conor's always dangerous. He's gonna come forward, but man, it's gonna look a lot like that. And there's no disrespect to Conor Ben. You know, I respect what he does and how he does it, but the skill set, bro, is different. They say them boxers boring, man. Why they be saying?
Terrence Crawford has also praised Stevenson's skill set, suggesting that many fighters hesitate to face him due to how difficult he is stylistically and technically.
The reason why certain fighters didn't want to take the chance to step in the ring with this fighter. He's great. A lot of people started saying, oh, he's a runner, he's this, he's that. Just to detour people from being excited to see him fight because he's not knocking people out and all that crazy stuff. But they would see why people really don't want to get in the ring with him come tomorrow.
I know you've shared the ring with him, sparring plenty of times. What makes Shakur Stevenson great? What makes him different? What makes him, I don't want to say an ilk of yourself, but in the same kind of era, the Bud Crawford era, he's got a Shakur Stevenson era coming.
Everything. The offense, the defense, the poise, the rhythm, the distance, the timing, the punch placement, the react time. Like, I can go on and on. You know, the toughness, the grit, the grind. Like, he's amazing. You know, and tomorrow he will show it.
How do you think it ends tomorrow night? Do you believe that Shakur Stevenson can stop Teofimo Lopez? Because people aren't really talking about that.
Listen, if T.O. get out of line, You know, he can get hurt. But I see Shakur outboxing him to a decision, a unanimous decision.
Deontay Wilder acknowledged that Shakur Stevenson is one of the smartest and most technically gifted boxers in the sport today, highlighting his ability to control distance, time punches perfectly, and frustrate opponents with elite defense.
I mean, Shakur is very skillful, he's very smart in the ring, and he comes to fight every time.
Floyd Mayweather has praised Stevenson's boxing ability, calling him the most skillful fighter in his division. While Mayweather labeled Gervonta Davis the hardest puncher, he emphasized that Stevenson is the more technically gifted boxer. Mayweather also once told a young Stevenson that if anyone could break his records, it might be him, showing early belief in Shakur's potential.
Guys fighting between 130, 135, and 140. They stack, around that area. So, I mean, as of right now,
skills that pay the bills.
Well, the two guys, well, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down Shakur Stevens.
And what is it about him? Because I know he have a lot of good attributes, but do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skills. Pernell Whitaker wasn't a huge puncher, but he was, very exciting, very tough, and he fought everybody. And Shakur is trying to do the same thing. He want to fight.
Mike Tyson has spoken highly of Stevenson, calling him a specialist whose technique and skill make him extremely difficult to defeat. Tyson explained that while Stevenson's fights may not appeal to all fans, true boxing is an art. He praised Stevenson's precision, defense, head movement, and classic hit and not get hit approach.
Could Shakur beat him? If he can't hurt him, that would be my question.
Listen, you don't have to hurt him, you just have to outscore him. Shakur takes a good shot, though. He's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. And it's boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. He's hard to...
A 2016 Olympic silver medalist, Stevenson remains undefeated as a professional and has now moved up to 140 pounds to challenge Teofimo Lopez for world title gold. His elite defense, pinpoint accuracy, southpaw movement, and ring intelligence make him exceptionally hard to beat. Stevenson has made it clear that his goal is not just to win titles, but to build a legacy as one of the greatest boxers ever.
I think the fight with T.O. is either going to be you delivering a masterclass,
or a knockout by T.O.
Yeah, or you getting into some type of brawl with T.O. and end up getting knocked out, right? What are fans getting wrong about the matchup?
I think the fans is getting wrong about the matchup is where I'm not sleeping on that I know about T.O. T.O.'s a good boxer. Mm-hmm. He's boxer first. Mm-hmm. So we could say, oh, he's just going to knock you out. Or he's just going to... That's not him. He's boxing first. He's going to want to establish distance and range on the outside and try to beat me up on the outside. So I think that's the main thing. And also the biggest thing that everybody don't realize with me, I could punch. Mm-hmm. Everybody say, oh, he can't punch, and then boom, crack somebody, and then they laying down, or something may happen to where they hurt or something like that. So I think that's two big things where they don't.
Eddie Hearn has strongly backed Shakur Stevenson, calling him one of the most underrated fighters in boxing today. Hearn noted that because Stevenson's style is based on fundamentals, ring IQ, and defensive mastery rather than knockouts, his greatness is often overlooked. He emphasized that consistently winning at the highest level requires a rare form of excellence.
Shakur is massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion. Quite remarkable. And Teofimo always rises to the occasion. Sometimes you see a little bit of a lackluster performance when he's not motivated, when there isn't kind of any legacy on the line. This is different. This is a sold-out Madison Square Garden. between two of the elite fighters of our generation. And the best thing about this fight is we're seeing them in their...
After Stevenson dominated Teofimo Lopez at Madison Square Garden, trainer Brian Bomack McIntyre delivered high praise, calling performance a masterpiece. He described Stevenson as smooth, calm, and beautiful in the ring, saying young fighters should study the bout as a textbook lesson in boxing. Bomack added, "Honestly, you probably want to stay away from that kid."
Peace, man. He looked so smooth, calm, and relaxed, man. That was beautiful. That was the one boxing lesson that you future guys, young guys and amateurs just turning pro, watch that, man. That was beautiful. You heard his father say in the corner, "What happened to your fast hands? That didn't work, man."
Just overall, like, just given the styles and in boxing so well, like, was there any way that Teo could have put on a better performance, a better plan, and gotten a better result?
No, I don't think whatever he would have brought to the table would have worked, man. Shakur just got a great boxing mind. That's just it. He's got a great boxing mind, and once he put his mind to it, he's gonna get the job done.
What is it gonna take to beat someone like him?
I don't know, Brian. Probably want to stay away from.
Stevenson produced one of the most dominant performances of his career against Teofimo Lopez, delivering a 12-round masterclass. He controlled every aspect of the fight with elite defense, sharp jabs, and precise counters, making it nearly impossible for Lopez to land clean shots. All three judges scored the bout 119-109, reflecting Stevenson's complete control. Stevenson summed it up perfectly. The art of boxing: hit and don't get hit.